Hey, Angie. Happy Monday. Happy blessed Monday. How you doing, Angie? How you doing? Hey, Sandra. Hey, Queen. Hey. How y'all day going, Angie? My favorite people. The most beautiful queens in the world. Besides me. hmm Y'all beautiful. I'm beautiful. But we all beautiful. hmm How y'all doing? Girl, I gotta tell y'all about the comedy show. I gotta tell y'all about the comedy show. Girl, I don't even have my tablet. Y'all know what the topic is? Trusting all the wrong people. Now, and you know you getting older and you shouldn't put that much trust in people. But I'm gonna break it down to y'all. I'm gonna break it down to y'all, I promise. I'm gonna break it down to you. Hey Paula, hey Queen girl. How you doing, Queen? Game Washington. Nuh-uh. I called you already. So we ain't doing that. But anyway, y'all. Hey Wanda girl. Hey. Let me tell y'all something. For the people who wanted to be to the show and couldn't make it for whatever reason, don't never think that I will hold that against y'all, knowing that y'all faithful to me when it come down to this internet. See what I'm saying? Whoever was there, they was there. Whoever wasn't there, they wasn't there. Yeah, it's certain people that I be looking forward to being there, because I didn't supported them before. I didn't been there. I didn't went all out my way for people. And yeah, I was looking forward to seeing them because they was like, I'm coming, calling me something, I'm coming and all that kind of stuff there. You know what I'm saying? One thing I must say, my word is everything. And if I give you my word, I'm going to stand on my word. The young lady who performed for me, I gave her my word that I was going to pay her. And at the end of the day, that was her first time stage present, but I kept my word. See what I'm saying? But I'm going to let a few more people come in here, and then I'm going to break it down to y'all about the comedy show. But when I support people and I give my all to people, yeah, I be expecting them to support me back. Now we all know that people not gonna treat us the way we treat them, and we all know that we be looking for ourselves and other people, and they not like us. I don't know about some of y'all, but me, I'm a giver, and I don't look for them to give me back, but I look for them to treat me accordingly. Treat me the way I treat you. So what I'm saying, the things that I do and the stuff that I give, people don't realize that if I give you clothes, I give you this, whatever I give you that from my heart. And at the end of the day, I'm not just gonna say this, y'all. Y'all know I like nice things. Y'all know I wear nice clothes. Y'all, so if I gave you something, it was nice. But you mean to tell me y'all don't take that in consideration? You don't take in consideration what I done did for y'all versus what y'all, the little things y'all did for me? Because I guarantee you, without a shadow of a doubt, whatever you did for me, I didn't did that in some, unless it's somebody that do stuff for me with no strings attached. Or I didn't did stuff for people, and people come up and say, and you don't remember you did this? They remember, but I don't remember. But so listen, I'm gonna say this to y'all. All right, when it come down to this internet, it's a lot of stuff that I don't know. Hey sis, it's a lot of stuff that I don't know. I don't know how to edit it, videos. It's a lot of stuff that I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know. So, hey Janice, so I take it up on myself, and I was like, you know what, Ann, since you don't know a lot about the internet, just get you somebody that you feel like you can trust to be a manager, right? So I'm gonna just break it down to y'all, and y'all could pass your opinion. Y'all could say how y'all feel about everything. So I chose the young lady to be my manager because I like the way she handled her business when it came down to different artists. I don't really know her like that. I just know of her, from doing different shows with artists and stuff like this. And she's been doing this for quite some time, right? So I asked a couple of people to manage me. Some people was willing and some people wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I should anybody that asks to manage me, I should always make sure I have a contract. When I did 2 shows with Cat Williams, I did not have a contract. So whatever he paid me, that's what he chose to pay me because I didn't have a contract. I didn't have my own comedy shows before. Can y'all get the lights up? It said 9 people in there, 10 people in with 5 lights. Can y'all show some love? So anyway, hey Brandon, I didn't did shows before. I had I have had my own comedy shows before. I had a comedy show where I sold out and it was phenomenal. So I know how it works. So you can't bring game to Parker Brothers. Whenever you have a comedy show, hey darling, when you have a comedy show at somebody's venue, wait, let me get something. Whenever you have a comedy show at somebody's venue, y'all supposed to sit down and figure out. So what I did was I told the young lady, I say, you could take care of everything, right? I say, but the young lady who I chose to be a part of my comedy show, I'm going to pay her out of my pocket, right? So all the other people that was a part of the comedy shows, they was the young lady who I chose to be my manager, verbal, right? That's all the people that she been dealing with and they been filing her and she been having little stuff and they been with her. So she just throw them in there, she didn't have to pay them. In other words, wherever she go, they follow her, and that's understandable. She made my flyers, right? She promoted some. I promoted. The other young lady promoted, right? I promoted every day. The young lady promoted every day. She created the flyer, right? So let's say this. Let me tell y'all how I messed up, me myself. So I never hold up. Let me wipe my eye. So I never sit down and talk to her. I just gave her permission to take care, for as the venue and stuff like that. So I fought myself. I take accountability for not handling my business because I know better, right? Because I done been burned before by people that I felt like I can trust. Hey, Pam. So let me say this. I didn't get a dime. I didn't get one crying dime. So let me say this. Okay, the venue that she chose, she said they might have to carry you up the steps. I didn't think it was going to be uh 30, 30 steps. I didn't think it was going to be 30 steps and more. If I would have saw the venue before the show, that I would have never chose that spot because safety reason. My safety and all the people that I know was coming. I take in consideration everybody that's coming to show up for me. Even if they didn't show up, I still was taking in consideration where I know there are going to be older people that's going to show up for me because they didn't did it before. So, I ordered me a cake. I ordered, come on, man. I ordered me a cake. I ordered sandwiches, wings, I had, devil eggs. I had all that. And none of that was, now a lot of y'all remember back then sandwiches, you could get them on your snap card and all that kind of stuff there. Now for a big old tray of sandwich, you spending close to $100. The trays of sandwich and all that kind of stuff, etc. All that came out of my pocket. I spent my money on all that. So, all right. People paid for tickets, which was $28 on Eventbrite. I don't know anything about that. Every time I ever had a comedy show, I had tickets in hand. If I have 10 tickets, I know how much I made. If I had 20 tickets, I know how much I made. I don't know why she chose to do the Bright Eventbrite or whatever that is. But several people sent me copies of their screenshot of them paying for tickets and they wasn't even here. So I know how much was made of the event for us the tickets. So the show, I wound up getting there a little after 8 o'clock because when I went to get the sandwich from Rouse's, Rouse's have different people that they work in. They got not, the smartest people, but Rouse's don't discriminate, just like Walmart. They move slow. So when I went to get my food, they couldn't find it. So that was a delay for me. That delayed me and it made me later. So people was at the venue before I even got there. They had people there. They had people waiting. Now, one thing about me, I'm going to be early. I'm not going to be late to my own. Because I went to comedy shows where I didn't sit and waited an hour or two before the show started. And I promise that would never be me. That's not who I am. I'm going to be there early before the people get there and the show going to start the way. If I say the show going to start at 7, I'm people looking for the show to start at least at 7:15 to 7:30. Good evening. So, people was calling me on my phone. They was asking me where I was. They was asking, nobody wasn't there. The door was locked. The guy wasn't there to unlock the door, whatever. So people was going in without, showing tickets and money and stuff like that, right? And I had one of my sisters there, and I was like, well, the people that are there, can you just get their money or tell them, just show their tickets or whatever. She didn't get there till after 9, the young lady who I put in charge, right? So all of my, not all of them, but my family came, my mom and my sister, my brothers and that. And I'm going to say the majority of the people who was in the seats was there for me. The majority of the people that was in the seats was there for me. So all the seats was filled, right? From what I can understand, she said the DJ charged $200, right? And usually when you have a show, because I didn't have shows before, you get the dough. So that means any money that's coming through the door is yours. And the person who on the establishment, they get the ball because they selling liquor and they making their money off the liquor, right? So between Bryce event and the door, everything should have been clear. Okay, I had to come out my pocket and give the DJ, send her another $100 for the DJ, which I couldn't understand that. All right. So where all the people that was filled up in the seats, there was well over $500. So between the $500 and the Eventbrite, why is it that I still have to come out of my pocket to give the DJ money? Because I'm not slow by long shot. I know it was more than enough to cover everything, and I should have had money to put in my gas tank. If I ain't have nothing else, I should have had money to put in my gas tank. I live an hour away. It's a half a tank of gas. And you mean to tell me when she opened the box and the money that was there, she was like, the guy who owned the establishment, I don't know what kind of business he running or whatever. I don't know if his business was open or whatever. I don't know anything about him. But like I said, I would have never chose that venue at all, not for me and not for my people. But she said a guy said that he wanted something. I'm like, he wanted more money. I'm like, what you mean he want more money? Because at the end of the day, if y'all made an agreement in the beginning, whatever the agreement was, nobody don't come back later and see people coming in and you making money and say, oh, now I want this. That's not how it works. But when she went to saying something about the money talking, her and him was talking. I said, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Don't. I was like, hold up, y'all. Hold up, give me a minute. I'm sorry. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. 1 minute, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Don't you know I go live at 7 o'clock? Yeah, you messed up my live. Thank you. People know what they be doing. I'm just saying, y'all. I don't seem like the Grinch, but people know exactly what they be doing. And I don't like it. The enemy will distract you. Don't tell me about you ain't know. You know. Oh, man, if somebody don't answer your call the first time, give them an opportunity to call you back. Don't constantly keep calling my phone. I don't care who it is. I don't know what it is. Now my phone acting up. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. The enemy tries to distract me. Let me tell y'all something. Out of all that, I walked away with not even $1. And I'm disappointed in me. I am so disappointed in myself because I let my guards down. And what I mean by I let my guards down is I trust people. I trust people to the point to where if they show me just a little bit love, I put my guards down. But what I want y'all to know, when it come down to $1, make sure y'all dot your I's and cross your T's. Even if it's your so-called friend. If your friend say, I need you to lend me some money, what I'm gonna need you to do, as you my friend, and I love you as my friend, but what I'm gonna need you to know, what I'm gonna need you to do is I need you to write a letter on a piece of paper, and I need you to sign it. I need to know when you're gonna give me my money back and how long it's gonna take you to give me my money back. Because friendship and money and family don't mix. I accepted this young lady because I liked her as a person. And I trust her. So I was like, you know what? You can take care of all of it. But what I should have done was let's sit down. All right. So this the venue, right? If I would have saw the venue, I would have known I'm gonna find another spot. I'm not doing it. So I don't know what they negotiated, but this not no bar that's open on a regular. They say it used to be the jump off. I never been there. Never knew nothing about jumping off nothing. So I should have, and this what she should have did. This is the money that was made from Eventbrite right here. If it was $300, that should have been written down $300. The money off the door, because I'm not new. Like for us, I don't like now the math that they doing now. I'm not good with that, but I'm good with the 1 to 2, the 3 to 4 to 5. Take away this plus this, subtract that. Yeah, division, divide. I'm good with that, and I could count, and I know who was there for me and who wasn't there for me. So I can add because it's 25, 25, 25, 25. Or I can add when it come down to some money. And at that, even money. So what should have happened? All the money that was in the little bucket and the little thing should have been added up, counted in front of me. And say, this how much was made on this date. And this how much was made on Eventbrite. But of course, I didn't see what was in the black box and whether they want to believe it or not. I saw everything that was made on Eventbrite. So even though you laid there and told me that I didn't make, so in other words, it's like I had a party, people paid to come in the party, and I didn't get a quarter. But it's okay. Like I said, when she said, or what she said, I said, all right, it's all good. I got in my car. It really didn't dawn on me until I took that ride home and I was driving and I had to stop and get gas. And I was like, you know what? How could y'all sleep at night knowing that y'all misuse people that genuinely trust y'all? Hey, Ingrid, how can y'all sleep at night knowing that y'all deceive people that them been good to y'all? A lot of people on the internet, I be quick to support them. I support people. Hey, Pam, I help people. I go out my way for people. And people always show me who they really is. So how can it be possible that all my people that was there, my mama, my cousin, my brother, and different people, Now y'all heard me say I was on live to stop calling my phone, right? Y'all heard me say that, right? Okay. They did it again. They did it again. Thank you for showing your true color. Thank you. That's why I don't want you anyway. That's why I don't want to be with you anyway. That's why. But anyway, y'all, from now on, if I do any interviews with anybody, I'm going to say, you know what? I need a contract because when it comes down to money, people say anything out of their mouth. Or we gonna do this, we gonna do that until they see that green dollar. When they see that green dollar, because the man must have saw money coming in there. and she stayed, and he came over there, or he wanted more money. But if y'all made a certain agreement, ain't no such thing. You gonna come back. And then they had the little bitty cups. The little cups wasn't no bigger than this. And that's what they were selling drinks for, $8. So, to all my people that supported me, to all my people that chose to buy a ticket, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all who wanted to buy a ticket that couldn't buy a ticket. I appreciate y'all too. But at the end of the day, I didn't get a quarter. But it's okay. I'm glad that God loved me enough to expose people. And let me tell you this. Out of all the shows I have had and all the shows I have did since I've been a comedian, I never felt the spirit that I felt when I had that show. My spirit was a little off. And I was making people laugh, but not like I used to. Because my spirit was a little off. I felt the bad vibe in my spirit. So it was me, it was the other young lady who I hired. I paid her money out of my pocket, right? So after I was, doing my little thing, making people laugh, I started talking about God. And I started saying, because I thought the show, at this point, the show was about to end. So I started talking about God, and the one who was the young lady who was collecting the money, she was like giving a signal, like for me to get off. Now this my show. For me to get off the mic, because she got two more orders. She wanted to get up there. So I was like, I said, I thought the show was about to be over. So that was my closing. And she said, no, we got two more. Now, mind you, all the people that follow her, all of them, don't get me wrong, all of them are talented. But the crowd that I had there wasn't for them. The crowd that I had, that's not their type of hype. The rapping and the cussing and all that kind of stuff, that's not their type of hype, right? And the young man who, he didn't rap with Kevin Gates and all that kind of stuff, that he gave me my flowers. He showed me so much love. Another one, they showed me so much love. I appreciate the people that showed me love. But I never thought that I was going to leave out a comedy show that was for me without even gas money. That never happened. Let me take my show. That never happened. I never had a comedy show where I left out, and I didn't close the show up. I didn't close the show up. I said, Brenda, I was, all right, it was getting late. So people was about to leave. And I started talking about God because I'm thinking this the end of the show, because people done been there, they done been waiting for hours. So I'm about to close the show out. And I started telling them, when God lay something on my heart, I don't care where I'm at. I'm going to deliver the message. Whether you want to hear it or not, if we all together right now and we having fun, I'll tap you on your shoulder and say, God told me to tell you this. So I wasn't about to close the show out. At that particular time, I thought the show was being over, because when you start seeing people standing up and people about to walk out before they could leave out, I was giving them a word of wisdom. Oh, all right. You're saying I should have been the last act. Exactly. So I'm thinking, no, I was doing in betweens. I was doing in the beginning, then let somebody else, and then I let my girl come up there, and then I go back up there, and then the young men they came up there. But at the end of the day, you see, I you have to do your shows based on your crowd. If I got a lot of older women in there, I'm not gonna do all that cussing and all that kind of stuff there. I done shows in the church. I never cuss, and it all depend on the crowd. See what I'm saying? Like the younger crowd, they like all that. When I used to bring the props out and bring all that, they like all that. And some of the older crowd too. But if you dealt with your husband and I got a dildo, some men don't like to see that. But that's what I do sometimes. That's what I used to do. But now that I'm transitioned, I just felt the bad spirit. Like, I did good, which I but I didn't do what I came there to do because I felt the bad spirit. If you understand what I'm saying, I felt a bad. My mama was there, my sister, my brother, they was there, and I had a nice time with my family being there, right? Actually, my mama being there, me and my mama went back and forward. I made the show with my mom. I made it about my family and stuff like that. And it was funny. And I had the other comedian, me and her did our little skit together or whatever, and it was funny. All the other people was her special little guests, people that she deal with, you know. But I never left a comedy show where I performed and I didn't leave with no money. I never. I never did that. Never. But it's okay. Hey, Dina. Yeah, you do have to be able to read the room. So the older people was there and they was enjoying themselves, you know, and you know, you could tell some of the people when the rappers came up, some of the people was like, because I had a few church people in there, and it was like, I can tell. And I was like, this not a good vibe for my people. You know, I have never had a comedy show where I have, rappers and stuff there because I know my crowd. I know the older people that come to listen to a comedy show, and I know, of course, I would have never got off into being in church unless they got a spirit in there. Right, Cuckoo. So I feel like um, the crowd, it was my family that took up the seats. And it was people that came there to see me. And the people that came on the back end, they got to hear a couple of little things. But the people that came on the back end, I started preaching to them because I felt the bad spirit. If I'm talking about God and you cut me short, now I'm feeling some type of way because I feel a spirit in the room. And y'all ready for this? So I had my purse. All right. I had my case bed purse. And it was closed and my glasses was inside my purse. All right. My purse was sitting in the front next to an older lady who always come to the comedy shows. And I was trying to send a shout out to them, but I couldn't remember their name. I couldn't remember Miss Regina, and I couldn't remember the other lady name because they came and they supported, right? And so my purse sitting right there in the front seat. I'm right there, and my purse right there, so I could see my purse, right? So after everything is said and done, I get my purse, I get my bag, and I flip my purse open. My glasses gone. My Gucci glasses was gone. So I know darn well the lady that's sitting right down the front, she not even that type of person. So there's nowhere in my mind thought that, or maybe the lady, no, I know I would never accuse none of the people that came there to see me of stealing my glasses. So I said, my glasses is missing. And she said, did anybody see? They said what kind of glasses they were. I said it was my Gucci glasses. And she said, anybody in here saw some Gucci glasses? It got quiet. Nobody ain't said that. So I was like, you know what? I'm already thinking about me not getting nothing out the deal, out the money. And you know what I said? I said, don't worry about it. The glass is gone. Oh well, in my mind, because I'm humble now. And it's just I would have been a little bit mad because I felt like somebody got me. But my reaction, now that I changed, I was like, you know what? It's not a big deal. They gone. Somebody took them. Oh well. In my mind, I was like, oh, they're just glasses. I can get another pair. Even though somebody bought me those glasses, I was like, you know what? I can get another pair. I'm not worried about it. Right. So 30 minutes passed. I'm packing my stuff, getting ready to leave. And before I get ready to leave, the young lady who was cleaning up the place, I don't know if the guy who the place for, I don't know if she worked there. I don't know if that's old man. I don't know, but I know her, right? So she came over there and she said, here go your glasses. And she said, somebody had your glasses, but I didn't want to expose them. So I can't tell you who it is. Somebody had the glasses, but she didn't tell me who they was. And I said in my mind, they conscious and favor that's on my life made them release my glasses. Because I had then gave up and said, you know what? I'm not worrying about no glasses. I ain't worrying. I said, if you say you ain't making no money, I say, go ahead on whatever money it is what it is. I said, I ain't tripping off for none of that. I wasn't arguing over no money. I wasn't arguing over no glasses. I had to made my mind up. So my glasses gone. That's her out. And so she came and she bent down and she said, Miss Ann, here go your glasses. Somebody gave them to me. And I can't tell you who it is because I don't want to expose them. Now, my glasses was two places. My glasses was on the table where I was sitting there eating my little sandwiches at first. And then my glasses wind up, my glasses in my purse was on the table where I was eating at first. And then after that, my purse was in the front where I can see it. My purse right there, I'm looking at my purse. So there's no way possible nobody went in my purse in the front because the lady was watching my purse the whole while. Now, how them in the back and how they get my glasses, only God in heaven knows. But I did get my glasses back. So all of that was going on. And I was to the point because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was in my feelings. And the reason why I was in my feelings is because I do so much for people. I do so much for people. And even if they would have said, even on here, and I would love to come, but I got such and such, and I can't come, you know. I'm an understandable person. But I'm talking about the people that I done did for them, I done did for their kids, you know. I'm not asking you, all I'm asking you to do, just support me. Just support me. And I expect something out of people that I don't get. So I'm going to say this, because a lot of y'all be on Facebook. I ain't on Instagram today. Let me say this to a lot of y'all. When y'all be seeing me, hey Sharon, when y'all be seeing me, and y'all be saying, oh, hey, Miss Ann, I love you, Miss Ann. Now, don't get me wrong, because I can't judge everybody. Some people, the flyer been on my page for quite some time, a month in advance. Some people have internet, some people don't. Some people gonna say, well, I ain't seen, I ain't know, or whatever. Okay. But save the fake shit. Save it. Because I'm one of the real ones. Save it. Some of y'all done prove who y'all are. It done been people that I done did a lot for. I done bought birthday cakes. I done bought gifts. I done gave money. I done gave purses. I done gave clothes. I done gave cards. And you mean to tell me y'all couldn't show me that same love? I ain't worrying about the people that don't really know me. And guess what? I had people that send me money on Cash App that ain't never seen me a day in their life and say, I'm not coming. I live out of town, but I'm going to send this to you. Come on now. But we got people portray. That's my girl. That's my friend. Stop calling me your friend. Stop using that word so loosely. Talking about that's my friend. See, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all think people is stupid. I can tell whether or not you're used. I can tell the type of person. But when y'all do evil stuff to people, don't ever think that Jehovah don't see. Some of y'all got friends. Some of y'all got loved ones. Some of y'all got mama. Some of y'all got daddy. Y'all got children. Some of y'all talk to y'all friends the way I wouldn't talk to a dog. I have compassion for people. I love people. But if you get out the way with me in the wrong way, now I know how to deal with you in a respectable. I ain't got to curse you out. I ain't got to yell at you. I ain't got to call you all out your name and all that kind of stuff there. But guess what? You're going to respect my mind after I tell you how I feel. But some of y'all out here, God is watching the way y'all treat people. And y'all be crying and whining and talking about you don't have money for this and you don't have money for that. And y'all got to start doing inventory of y'all self. Some of y'all got to look in the mirror. Because at the end of the day, whatever you might be going through, don't bring them problems to other people. Go to God. If you ain't got the money to pay your bill and you stressing, shut down and don't call nobody. Don't talk to nobody. Because your problem is your problem. And you created your own problems. And your problem is out of our control. But I be damned if I make my problem your problem. Me not getting $1 out of my comedy show, that's on me. Because I knew better. But I trust her. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. You know why I trust her? Because when I went to her place, she showed me mad love. You ain't got to pay. That's why I like to pay my way so nobody don't feel like I owe them nothing. So when I went to her place and she said, you can come in. I ain't had to pay a dime. So if you show me love, in my mind, damn, that's some real shit. All the while, they have a hidden agenda. People have a motive why they do shit for certain people. Because they looking at you and saying, damn, if I give her a bottle of water and I need her, she gonna be there for me. If I feed her and I need her and I ask her for some clothes or I ask her to borrow some money, it's called debate. Hey, Top Cat, and I got baited in. But let me tell y'all about a child of God. See, now I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. See, I know how to pipe down, and that you think that you got over on me, or you disrespected me, or you mistreated me. I know how to go in my war room or my war car and talk to Jehovah about what you did to me. I know who to go to. I know who to cry to. Because guess what? Weeping do for a night, but joy come in the morning. So what I'm saying, he is the Alpha and Omega, and he said he'll never leave me nor to forsake me. So if you thought you took from me, nah, you took from yourself. Because in spite of that young lady who was there In spite, if I ain't make a dime, I still gave that young lady my word that I was going to pay her. And I did just that. Your word is everything. If you give me your word, I'm going to stand on it. Because if I give you my word, if I say I'm going to bring you home, and I live way Mandeville, and you live way in Laplace, you know what I'm going to do? God looking for people that's willing to sacrifice and willing to go out their way for somebody. Because guess what? If you say, Ann, I know you live in Mandeville, but I need a ride to Laplace. Now, I know Laplace is out my way. It's the opposite way from where I'm living now. But you know what I'm going to do? Come on, I got you. That's the type of people Jehovah looking for. People that's willing to sacrifice, that's willing to show love to people that don't even look like them. But it's all good. Because the enemy came at me and it was like, well, and you see, they don't like you. They don't press like on your pictures. They don't press like. How you get 13, 14,000 views with 20 likes? Do y'all not know I see y'all? Do y'all not know that I see that it's got 25 people on YouTube, it says, and 16 likes? Do y'all not know that it says 7 people on Facebook? Do y'all not know that I see y'all? Y'all got to make it make sense. Y'all got to make it. Don't cost nothing to press the like button. So we got 25 faces in here on YouTube. It don't cost nothing to press the thumbs up and like the video. But it's okay. It's okay. Like one of my sisters said, she said, Ann, all them other people don't tell people to share the video. All them other people don't tell people to come to YouTube and all that. If they like you enough, they're going to find you. But the difference between me and the other people, they find them because it's about mess and confusion. They ain't trying to find me because I'm trying to save them. They don't want to be saved. They don't want to be saved. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm supposed to be saying, well, y'all coming to YouTube every day? Y'all making me sound like a broken record. Y'all coming to YouTube every day? Y'all coming to YouTube? Y'all found all the other apps. But I'm on Facebook right now because I got an elderly person that really, really loves me. And she said, Ann, I don't have all them other platforms. Could you please stay on Facebook? And that's how much she means to me. Long as she on Facebook and I could give her what she want me to, what she want from me, I'm gonna give it to her. That's what I'm talking about. It don't cost nothing to press the like button. Even though I'm standing right now, people still not pressing the like button. But it's understandable. Because at the end of the day, whether y'all press the like button or not, I'm going to tell y'all, God still got so much in store for me. God see everything that y'all do and everything that y'all say about me. He see it. So at the end of the day, I didn't know that we had that much hatred in New Orleans. The hate is real in New Orleans. The hate is real. If you ain't fighting, if you ain't talking about sex, if you ain't talking about unalive with somebody, if it ain't got nothing to do with the devil or the wickedness, they don't even want to watch. But I would say this: the ones who not watching, one day it's gonna be like a flood over here. And so many of them gonna be running over here because they gonna need a word. And I'm gonna be the one to give it to them, but they're gonna be raising their hand for me to see it, and I ain't gonna even see it. How about that? So when I went live today on, hold up, I was on Instagram. So it says, hold up, let me tell you what it said. After I went live and I was talking about what I was talking about, I was saying that I'm 60 years old and I should know better. So on my live, for all y'all that miss it on Instagram, I made a video earlier today. And then after the video, I went and watched it. So I pressed 3 little dots under the bottom of the video. And the 3 little dots said, it said, Ann Mays opened up about her trust issues, setting boundaries and wait, let me read again. Ann Mays opened up about her trust issues and setting boundaries. At nearly 60 years old, basically, I'm saying I'm down to 60 years old, that she valued being real over being liked. I won't let people take her kindness for weakness. That popped up. I don't know. It says about this real. So that means I didn't write this. I don't know how I get up there, but they're explaining how I feel about me being 60 years old and still trusting all the wrong people. Y'all, I've been doing this all my life. I've been trusting people all my life. And at the end of the day, I've been giving people the benefit of the doubt all my life. I've been bending over backwards for people. I go out my way for people. All they have to do is say, I need you, and I'm there. On their beck and call. I'm there. You need me? I'm there. I'm a stand-up person. I'm there. But do I get the same results out of some people? No. Because you know what? Real is real. When people not used to real people, they have the tendency to try to step on them, shit on them, look down on them. Yeah, because they're not used to that. I don't have to go out my way for nobody. I do more than some people that got their strength and health. Some people ain't going out their way. They don't give a damn who it is. But somebody like me, willing to show up and show out. If they had a march for Carmella, I would have been there. And I wouldn't have need an entourage. Because I'm proud of the people and I stand on what's right. But I could tell you, if I need the people, they won't be there for me. But the ones who there for me, they got people that love me. And guess what? The enemy came to me yesterday and said, you know what? You could shut all that down. You should shut the internet down. Don't even speak on the internet. Just go and hide for a couple of days, a couple of months. Just shut all that down. They don't like you anyway. And I heard the lover say, I wish you would. How you gonna let them defeat you? Because that's what they want. They want me to go away. That's why they try to destroy my life. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. That's why they don't press the like button. That's why they stroll past. Ain't nowhere in the world every time I make a video and I've been saying 2 likes, 2 views. What's really? I got more than 2 people that know me. So you mean to tell me, oh, they just trolling, nobody want to hear. They just trolling, nobody want to hear. But today when I was on live earlier today, when I was talking, when I got off the live, they had 120 some people that I saw. So that means I only saw 10 people. But when I got off, all the rest of them was pickaboos. I thank y'all. I saw y'all. Even though y'all was hiding, I still know y'all was there. The benefit of the doubt that they will. Lawyer honesty is, it's all good. It's all good. So I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to keep on delivering the message, because he the messenger. And who don't like me? Oh well. Whoop-de-doo. If you don't like me, I don't care. But the enemy come in there and say, you know what, Ann? You putting in all this work. I put in all this work. The enemy say you put in all this work and you ain't even getting paid what you work. So man, go ahead, a conversation. And I talk to God like I'm talking to y'all. Cause I've been putting in good work. I don't do the things that I used to do. I changed my whole life. That's the part that I'm trying to make y'all understand. When you change, the hate is real. When you say, I don't want no more, like that devil who called my phone and I say, don't you know I go live at 7 o'clock? And I hung up and they called right back. Yeah. To y'all who think a man don't want me. I got a man that really want to be with me and I really don't want to be with him. Why should I be with you when you're a stalker? That's a red flag right there. Where you going? You made it home yet? Who you talking to? Not you. I block you. You call me from another number. I block you from that number. You call me from another number. And I just told you I was on live. Why you keep calling my phone like that and you call it again? That's a distraction. That's a controlling spirit. And you think I want to be with a man like that? Nah. But to y'all women out there that believe that, oh, you just in a wheelchair, nobody, I'm by myself, not by myself because I got Jehovah. I'm without a man by choice. And y'all got a man and y'all don't even know how to treat them. I wish I would be with a man and talk about what I don't have. And I'm in a wheelchair. See, that's the problem right there. And guess what? He be like, you need some money? Nope, don't want your money. Even if I need it, nope, don't want. All money ain't good money. Keep your money. I don't want it. Even if I need it, I don't want your money. I'd rather wait on Jehovah to pay my bills than to sell my soul with a man that I know gonna cause me problems. Why would I be with you? For what reason? For what reason? Why would I go backwards? Why I don't care. And I ain't gonna tell y'all a word of lie. When it come down to love, I can talk to him like a dog. And he'll never give up. When you gonna put it in your head, I don't want you. You're not even on my level. I don't want you. I'm just saying. My man coming from God. And I'm going to be able to identify him. He ain't going to be no controlling spirit. He ain't going to be no man. Where you going? Who you on the phone with? Did you make it home yet? And I ain't calling my phone back to back. Wow. Really? Man, try to win me over with your little money. Them days over going to see a man about a horse. I don't need your horse, and I don't need to come see you about a horse. If I say them days is over, they over. Even if he in love with me, I don't want that type of love. I don't. I want love. I don't want that type of love. Y'all want it, y'all take them. I don't want that type of love. That type of love is dangerous. You talking about a man that knock on the door and don't stop knocking, even though you got a doorbell. We talking about a man that knock on walls. We talk about a man that run up on you when you tell him you don't want to be with him. Y'all trying to get me to sell my soul? For what? And I raised my right hand to Jehovah. That man loved me. I know he loved me. But I don't want that type of love. I don't want that type of love. Any man that talk too much, like a woman, like a Jenny woman, that tells everybody business, where they live, I don't want it. I don't want it. Keep it. I'm not that hard up. There been times my phone will ring. You need me to bring you $500? No. He'll say, why? Because why come before Z, and I don't want it. I don't want it. You want something? What you want for your birthday? Nothing. I want nothing from you. Nothing. Y'all want them? Y'all take them. Y'all got to know when you put yourself in certain situations and you think the grass is green on the other side. No. I don't want no man that bad. I'm 60 years old. I'm mellow. I don't want nobody damn near about to kick my door in because I tell them I don't want to be with them. For what reason? I don't want no man that'll scratch my car like a girl and break my windows and all that. I don't want that type of man. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. I'm just saying. I love myself. I love myself enough to deny myself, to deny my flesh. The flesh might want a man, but I don't. So now we got to wrestle. When it get hot down there, we wrestling. Girl, go lay. Go lay down. That's what I got to do. Because I'm human. I'm still human. So now I'm in a warfare. I'm wrestling. I'm waking up, tossing, turning, flipping and tripping. It's getting wet. That's what I thought. Girl, go to sleep. Go to sleep. But the other thought be like, well, you know, you could get that $500. You want that $500, huh? You know you want that $500. You know you want them shoes you saw. You know you want them. You know you want to go shopping. You know you saw some stuff you wanted at TJ Maxx. You want that $500? No. I don't want it. I don't want it. It's going to cost me. Might cost you a little. Might cost you a lot. But it's going to cost me. See, y'all on the outside looking in. Saying, damn. She could get a man. I love you more, chocolate. Somebody be saying, she could get a man. Well, what's wrong with me? Well, girl, if you want him, I'll give you his phone number. But when you get with him, he's still, you know who he gonna talk about? Ain't. He tell people I'm his wife. He tell people I used to be his girlfriend. He tell people I was his girlfriend when I was a young girl. Never was your girlfriend. Never. I give him a little coochie? Did. Never was his girlfriend. I guess that's coochie he ain't never forgot. Oh well, back down memory lane. He better just reminisce, because there ain't no more days like that. I'm just saying. I don't want it like that. And if y'all love me, y'all agree with me. Somebody saying, well, I want somebody to love me like that. Well, you want him? Because I don't want him. He'll get with you, but he ain't going to love you because he's still in love with me. He going to get with you for a cover-up, but he going to talk about me the whole ride. The whole night on the phone, he going to talk about me. Some girls was talking about me to him, and he came back and told me everything they said. that smiled and grinned in my face. He told me everything they said. I don't like a man that being female stuff. So after the comedy show, one of the things I talked about at the comedy show was I was talking to my mama. My mama was there, right? And my mama said she was in a Yale, for my dad and stuff like that, And I said, well, you was his wife, and you gonna tell me, because I tell you all the time my daddy was a pimp, but my mama was his wife. And I ain't gonna never disrespect my mama, not like that, call my mama out of name or whatever. But I kept telling my mama, well, so when you got my daddy, and my daddy was a pimp, and you was an old lady, she said, but I wasn't. Hey, Wendy. She said, but I wasn't. So I said, okay, mama. If you want to believe in your mind and try to convince me that you wasn't what? You wasn't with my daddy, just because he made you his wife. Okay, I'm not gonna disrespect. And she said she wasn't a Yale. She wasn't a Yale. But me putting two together, and two and three and all that together, and she became the wife, and she was over all the Yales, the other women. Now, mama, why you lying? And she was there. So we was talking about that, and she was laughing and stuff like that. And she was like, I ain't never been a Yale. That's how my mom was. I ain't never been one of them. I said, okay, if you say so. So let me make an example. Y'all remember when our mama used to tell us, if you go out there, you better not come home with a wet ass and they don't have nothing to show for it. Can somebody put that together for me? Because me and my son was in a car and my cousin, and we was talking about that. If your mama told you, if your mama said, you men out there, if you go out there sleeping around with them men or with them boys, and you come back with a wet ass, make sure you come back with something. Can somebody tell me basically what mom was telling us? Now y'all being slower than me. Y'all want me to answer the question? If your mama said, you bring your ass out there, you come back home, make sure you don't come back home with a wet ass and you ain't got nothing to show for it. So what mama was telling you to be? Because I asked all the women in the audience, I say, so ain't none of y'all went seen a man about a horse. Ain't none of y'all went seen a man and slept with a man for to pay y'all bills. And none of y'all had a man. None of y'all had shit y'all needed taken care of, and y'all went turn a little quick. And but two people in there said that they slept with a man for money. So we got all these women in here. And I say, so out of all y'all in here, I'm the only one that was a Yale. Because if you went slept with a man and he paid your bills or he gave you money, that means you turned the trick. So listen, when mama say, if you go out there and sleep around and you get a wet ass, you better not come home with nothing. So basically what mama was telling you to do is be a hoe. Come on, y'all, right or wrong? Is I'm right or wrong? Y'all could be honest. Y'all right? Is I'm right or wrong? Did I make sense or what? If your mama told you that, right? If your mama said that to you, you out there sleeping with them boys, you're going out there get a wet ass. Make sure you get something before you come on with a wet ass. Mama saying you're going out there, you're turning the trick. Make sure you bring some money home. They was telling us how to turn tricks at a young age. They was prostituting us at a young age. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe y'all ain't look at it like that. But that's real. And I heard that in my younger days. You're going out there, you're going to get a wet ass. Make sure you come home with something. Oh my. So if you telling me it's okay for you to go and get that, We'll have sex. But when you come home, make sure you have your little curtains because you don't need to come home. And I know you didn't went slept with this young man or this boy or whoever it is. You need to come home with something. So, Mama, basically, you told me to be a hoe. I'm just saying. Because if we got daughters, let's be technical. If we got daughters, a lot of us don't want our daughters messing with a guy, a man that ain't got nothing. I'm just saying. If we had our way, we'll go pick out the dude's phone with money because we know if they got money, we should have money. If some of us parents had our way, my daughter, and be with a football, basketball player, somebody with some major money. She fine and beautiful. You might as well just say for somebody with some money. If you're gonna be out there getting that little coochie up, you're fine and pretty. At least if he talking about he didn't hit that, he didn't pay for that. I'm just saying. Because I saw my daughter on a picture with Camilla. Oh, yeah, I saw it. And I said to myself, and she on a picture with Camilla. I hope she got something. Did. I'm going to say it again. My daughter was on a picture with Camilla. And in my mind, they went down. She on a picture with him. I hope she got something. She need to lock that up. Y'all, for real. Y'all know that we want our daughters. If we had a church, we'll go around picking, and we ain't going to pick no broke one. We ain't pick no broke one. Not if you a mama and you used to picking broke ones. I don't know how that gonna work. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. If I had to pick for my daughter, I'd be looking at him over there saying, damn, when I was young, I'd be all in his pockets. I'd be done took all his money. But since I'm older and I can't get you, I wonder if my daughter know how to get that money out. I'm just saying. I got fine, beautiful daughters. One of them married, but that Jasmine is every bit of me. I'm not be saying, damn, she's a fine, pretty girl. And me saying, damn, she shouldn't want for nothing. She fine, pretty. She get her style, her dressing, her quality of clothes from her mama, even though she don't give me the credit that I'm due. I ain't know we be in competition sometime. I ain't know that. But anyway, if I had to pick for her, I'd be at the football games down at the bottom at the stadium. I got a daughter. She fine. She pretty. She got one child. Because if us as mothers had our way, we would pick for our daughters. And we would pick somebody with a little current. A lot of currents with me. Yeah, we'll be picking and choosing and thinking he the right one. He might be the money bag, but again, old money ain't good money. I'm just saying. You might want your daughter with him over there, but he hush. He got money, but he like all the women. So I don't want her with him right there. I want her with somebody, like they be sending white girls at the black boys, and they be saying, go get him. He about to get 10 million. That's what we should have been doing with our daughters. See, the white man, he sent his daughters. Go get him right there. He about to sign a $20 million deal. And we need you to get some of that money so we could still have the money in the family. I'm just saying. That's how they raised. That's how the rich people raise their children, their daughters. They're going to keep the money in the family. Right. So that's how a lot of them do. But at the end of the day, now we living in a time where it's all about getting their nails done. See, I don't wear nails. Getting their nails done, getting their hair done, and they want them a Goya bag, or they want them, the Christian Louis Vuittons, they want shit like that. But when I was coming up, I wanted cars and houses and jewelry and money, and I got it. Did however much I wanted, my coochie got it. Did so what I was. I'm just saying, y'all want me to lie to y'all? Tell y'all the truth. Whatever I wanted, wait with me in that bed. At the Howard Johnson, 8 o'clock it is. Hey, cousin. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Queen. Hey, Ventrell. Hey, that's how you do that. So, to y'all that got daughters out there, and some of y'all don't get money from y'all dudes, so how y'all want y'all daughter to take after y'all? I won't want to take after some of y'all because y'all don't even know how to get money. Even from your old man, you got to lie to get money. You got to lie to a man to get money out of him. What you waiting for? Because if I want it, I got it. You got it, you going to give it to me or you ain't? Come on, Ann, I just gave you money a couple of days. I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear none of that. I need some more today. I spent that. You either going to give it to me or I'm going to go get it. I make a choice. I get money. That money that she ain't give me, I could get that back out of Mr. Thing. But he ain't worth it. At all. I'd rather grab my pillows tight and hug my pillows and reminisce than to be out there with somebody that's going to cause me a headache, problems, pissing all on, turlecy. Don't want it. I'd rather give it to y'all, pass it on to y'all. Since y'all feel like, oh, well, and he, nah. See, y'all be on the outside looking in. When you're on the outside looking in, you're saying, well, and no, stop judging a book by the cover. Y'all mess around and had me on the lie by saying, well, and that person still, they really do love you. You should be with them. And before you know it, y'all see me all on Instagram, all on the news and all that. Man unalive woman. Because woman said, no. Stop doing that. Stop trying to make me be with somebody because it ain't going to happen. Not that one. He not it. He is not the one. One time I tried to give him a chance, like talking to him. He's a liar. If you say you're going to give me some money, I'm going to give you. Well, where is that? I ain't trying to be with nobody anyway. Until I'm legal divorce. That's what I'm waiting on. And I still ain't going to be with nobody. Unless they that one. I got my eye on somebody, but I ain't running behind him. And he got his eye on me. I ain't running behind him. How about that? I'm just saying. While y'all in the back thinking that, girl, please. And I was like, you know what, B? To the one that y'all don't know. I said, if God said the same, if we ever decide what we gonna be married or whatever, our business wouldn't even be on social media. Y'all wouldn't even see my spouse. Y'all would hear about him. I wouldn't bring my personal affair or what I got going on with my dude to y'all on the internet. Why should I do that? When they got hated, be like, oh well, damn, how she got him? And do he know she? They'll go to haters. What's for me, it's for me. What's for y'all, it's for y'all. I'm just saying. Right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all about trusting people. We be trusting all the wrong people. Stop handling people any kind of way. The same people you handle any kind of way be the very ones that God allow you to need. And for some of y'all who ain't sort of live today on Instagram, it's powerful. I was talking about how God makes some people your footstool, and what the enemy stole from you, God make them give back. And I was talking about, I wish I could have edited the video and put it on YouTube. I don't know how to do that. But anyway, I was talking about a certain celebrity. I'm gonna give it to y'all. The celebrity I was talking about, I said, I remember him and one of his artists was going through something. And they broke up, right? The contract and all that. And the artist, she started feeling some type of way. She don't want to rap no more. She don't want to do none of this no more, giving up or whatever. And a lot of people, they ain't used to want to mess with her because they felt like she ain't had it no more. They ain't even talk to her like they used to or whatever, because they was riding a coattail when she was with this big old label. And now, when she lost out, nobody really wanted to be a part of her. And now she back on right now. But I can remember when the very same person she went through her little depression stage with, everything that person let the enemy use them to take from her, he getting it back to her right now. He getting it back to her right now. So y'all listen, it is true that whatever you reap, what you sow, and he said, I'll make your enemies your footstool, and everything the enemy took from you, he gonna give you that back and some. So you think I'm worrying about somebody taking money from me? You think I'm worrying about somebody saying they ain't make no money off of me, the queen? You think I'm worrying about that? That's small to a giant. I hope you use it wisely. Because guess what? I'm good over here. But we got to be grateful when stuff like that happens. Because you know what? When stuff like that happen, God showing you how people are in the beginning. What if I would have trusted her with my life when I make it big? Then that would have wound up bad. So God said, if I can't trust you with a little, why would I trust you with a lot? Come on, somebody. I'm just saying. Now the TV on in the room, and the TV was low. And then now that I'm on here, all of a sudden I can hear the TV. When I first got on here, you couldn't even hear the TV. There'd be spirits. The TV went from low to high. And how is that possible when I'm not even in the room? And I could hear everything that they saying on the TV. When I came in here, the TV was very, very low. You could hear a pin drop. And now that I'm on live, I could hear what they talking about. How? What to do shit. How? See, y'all got to be able to read the room. Y'all got to be able to read people. But let me tell you something. See, when you draw closer to Jehovah, he give you a spirit of discernment where you can identify the good and the evil. He gonna block what the enemy meant for bad and work it out for your good. For those who serve him. See, if I wasn't serving him, I would have been pissed off. I would have been mad. I spent all my money. I bought my cake was $100. Okay. I spent and them sandwich and all that. If I add up everything I spent, well over whatever. But it was more than. But I ain't got nothing. I ain't getting nothing. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. But that taught me a valuable lesson. That taught me that the love that y'all have for money, y'all lose out on good friends. Y'all lose out on good men. Y'all lose out on good women. Y'all lose out on good people for your greed. A lot of y'all be lying, talking about what y'all ain't got. Oh, I ain't got no money. I can't afford to go. Oh, you can't afford to be a blessing to somebody else. You can't afford to be a blessing to somebody else, but you want God to bless you. Wow. Wow. I ain't gonna lie, blessing me is like investing. Because once you bless me, I'm a child of God, he gonna bless you. Once you bless, when I bless people, God bless me all the time. If I bless you, I ain't gotta talk about what I did for you. If I help you, God give me that back and some. It have been times where I regretted helping somebody, and God said, "Don't ever regret what you did," and He gave it back triple. I'm just saying, y'all always whine, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. In spite of the games and the stuff that people do to me, I still manage to smile, keep it ticking, and keep on living. I'm good. I'm gonna be good till the day I expire on this earth. I'm not surprised that for this time, I'm signing contracts. I'm signing contract. And you got to get your feelings and your emotions out of shit and stand on business. Come on, what we doing? And how much this costs? And if it's mine, if it's my money, I'm gonna watch my own money. Cause when it come down to a dollar, somebody going under with something, unless they stay sanctified and they got a conscience. And let me tell you something: when somebody takes something from you, you ain't even gotta know. You ain't gotta know, but Jehovah know. Anytime I took something, somebody came and took something from me. Now that I ain't doing the things that I used to do, now people think they taking from me. So what I think gonna happen to them? Somebody gonna take from them. Somebody gonna take from them. So you gotta know how to control your emotions and your spirit, and and say, you know what? If it's like you say it's like that, that's the way you say it is. Okay, all right. But deep down in your mind, you know it ain't like that. I know it ain't like that. Or is I'm gonna stress and worry about stuff that's out of my control? Because that's small to a giant. That ain't nothing. It's something, but it ain't nothing. Might be something to you because you ain't having, but it ain't nothing. You gonna lose more than that. I don't want to mess over nobody. I don't want to destroy nobody. I don't want to take from nobody. Because guess what? When you take for somebody, shit gets taken from you. So at the end of the day, but you know what? God set people up. He give people second chances. Like he'll say you had your own business, and for whatever reason you lost your business, and you go to God and you say, Lord, forgive me, I repent. If you give me a second chance, I'm gonna do the right thing. Say, God, send me. And he'd be like, well, I'm gonna let you and Ann be a team. He's sending me to set you up to see if you're gonna do right by me. That's how he operates. He sends somebody in your life at your path to see how you're gonna treat them. He giving you a second chance. And some people fail on the second chance. So now you go back to square one. Because I sent you a blessing right there in your face, and you destroyed it, and you abused it, and misused it. So now you got to go back and time out because I sent it to you. Some of y'all got a blessing staring y'all right in your face. Y'all holding up your own blessing with your evil, deceitful, lying, backbiting, sneaky, devious ways. Y'all holding up your own blessing. Because y'all do know when you tell one lie, you got to tell another one. Some of y'all lying to one another. Y'all in relationships. He lied to you, you lie to him. You lie to him and tell him you don't have no money. He lie to you and tell you he don't have no money. Y'all lie to each other, and that's what y'all call a relationship, a marriage, or whatever y'all got going on. That's what y'all call love. That's not love. Love is loyalty, no matter what way you look at it. If you love me, you're gonna be loyal to me. You're gonna respect me. You're gonna honor. You're gonna obey me. Whatever you doing sneaky, I don't know nothing about. That's between you and Jehovah. But if you love me, you're gonna love me enough not to hurt me. Like if he loved me and I told him I was on the phone, he should had enough respect for me not to call my phone again. He ain't gonna call again. He ain't gonna call again. Now he about to get blocked when I get off the line. I promise you is. Now you ain't gonna be able to call at all. Because all I ask you to do, I say, you know I be online. Oh yeah, I ain't know. Come on, dude. And then you're gonna call again by being small. I'm gonna interrupt it again. Okay. Click. Now you're blocked. Now you can't even hear me breathe on the phone. You can't even hear me breathe on the phone. I ain't gonna even answer the phone now. Because I be polite and I say, yeah, what's going on? What's up? Well, I just was hollering at you. Okay, all right. I say, you have a blessed day. You still holding the phone? I say, have a blessed day. Okay, all right. Have a blessed day. Click. Phone ring again. You ain't say, y'all gotta read the signs. Y'all gotta catch the signs. Anybody is overprotected and don't understand the word no is somebody you don't want to be with. If they can't understand when you tell them you don't want to be with them and they try to force you to be with them, that's a problem. Mm-mm. And you already got a kidnapping charge for kidnapping a woman. You already got a kidnapping charge. And you think, so you could put me in a car, take my wheelchair, and take me to Wonderland? No, we ain't doing that. You didn't kidnap a woman already. Hey, you already kidnapped her and held her and went to whenever. So you done time for holding a woman against her will. So what makes me think I'm in a wheelchair? All I do is take my wheelchair. I can't go nowhere. I can't run. All I gotta do is sit down and just take. Nah, I got common sense. I got more sense than that. I used to mess with a truck driver. Me and him had a fuss in the truck. We was in Washington, D.C. He talking shit while I'm in the truck. I couldn't go nowhere. I had to stay and listen to his shit the whole while. I wanted to get off the truck so bad. It was snowing all on the highway. I wanted to get off the truck immediately, but I couldn't. So I had to listen to his bullshit. So I know what it's like getting caught up in a situation where you can't even get out of it if you wanted to. I'm in a truck and I'm hundreds of thousands away, thousands of miles away, and somebody talking shit to me, and I gotta listen. I can't even cover my ears up. I gotta shut up and listen. That was another crazy one. Was in love with me. Wanted to unalive me, wanted to tie me up. True story. In love with me. Y'all be talking about y'all want these young boys and all that. Nope. I don't want no young boy that's over possessive of me. That shit is dangerous. Y'all looking for love like that? Go ahead on and get it. I don't want it. I don't want it like that. Me and y'all different. I want peace, joy, and happiness within myself. Y'all better start treating people right. Because God don't like that. I be around some of y'all from time to time, and the way that y'all talk to people, and the way some of y'all treat people, God don't like that. God don't like that at all. Maybe if you change your ways and start respecting people more, God could do more for you. But who made you feel like you king of the jungle, that you can disrespect people and talk to people any type of way? Who made you believe that you can? And y'all got to be a darn fool to allow somebody to handle you some any kind of way. Because I ain't doing it. When I don't want to talk, I ain't got to talk. When I want to answer my phone, I ain't got to answer my phone. I answer my phone whenever whenever I want. I don't care who it is. If I don't want to be bothered, can y'all just respect my mind? And she probably won't be bothered today. I broke my neck getting home for y'all. I could have went live on my phone, but it's not the same. I got on the highway at 5:30, made it home at 6:20. Washed my hand, did a few things, and came to the internet for y'all. Because I know at the end of the day, it's somebody on here that's dealing with something every day, and they need a word from me. And every day that y'all come on here, I'm teaching y'all. Hey, Elizabeth, I'm teaching y'all. I'm telling y'all about the word of God. We got to stand on it. But the enemy come like a thief in the night. Like when I was at the comedy show, a spirit. I was so happy to see my mom and them in the snack, but a spirit was in there. And I started talking about God, and she cut me. Like, oh, you still talking about God, but I got 2 more acts. Say what? You got 2 more what? So I was like, okay, because I'm thinking everything about I'm about to wrap this up and we about to roll out here because my people rolling out here. I said, okay. So from 1 to 10, that show was an 8. I ain't never had a show like that. I ain't never got sidetracked like that. I ain't never not gave my all because I felt the bad spirit. And thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you and your husband for coming. But to say I just had a comedy show and I didn't get gas money, I didn't get ticket money. So what was the purpose of me having a show? If I give a show and I'm not gonna benefit from it, I'm not having it. And I didn't benefit from that show. But it's okay, because the people that came, I was happy to see them. And guess what? It was a blessing. But on the other hand, by me not, she said, I ain't making no money. If that's what you say, okay. But I know how to do the math. I know how to add and subtract. I ain't tripping. Nothing. Not one crying dime. Not even $5. And I gave the DJ $100. So if I paid the DJ $100, so where was the money? Where the money went on Eventbrite? Where that money went? If I had to pay the DJ, because that was enough to cover the DJ, just the tickets online. So where that money went? And so you mean to tell me all the money in the black box went to the man that have the place? So you mean to tell me he got the money in the box and he got the ball money? Come on, man. But guess what? I don't fault nobody but me. Because in life, when it's yours, you control your own money. And you distribute your own money. But since I said, oh, well, I'm going to make you my manager and you can control this, I trusted you. I felt like you was going to be loyal. Then you ain't even call and say, well, let me see if Miss Ann made it home. Let me make sure she made it home. I got home after 1 o'clock in the morning. And before y'all got there, Queen, the show just had started. The show didn't start till 9:30. The show was supposed to start at 7. 7 o'clock on the dot. Yeah, I don't do business like that. I paid for that I gave the DJ his money, and the young lady, I paid her out of my pocket. How about that? Did I shouldn't have to come out my pocket with no money to nobody, because I made enough. And I made enough to have gas in my car if I didn't. But I ain't get a dime. How you have a comedy show and you don't get a dime? Where they do that at? I have never had a show and never came out without money. I at least got some of my money that I put out, but nothing. Nothing. But I take my L because, she won me over by allowing me to come in her ball and say, Miss Ann, you ain't got to pay, just come on in. I was like, damn, that's some real shit. So I thought, it's all right. I ain't even mad at you. Whatever you made, whatever you had in the box, whatever you got, I wish you luck with it. Because God give me that and some. I don't sweat the small stuff. I'm about to be 60 years old Friday, so at the end of the day, I can't worry about that little mediocre change anyway. It's a lot to them, but when I would have got it, I was going to enjoy it too. And I would enjoy to live. I ain't saying I would have been ungrateful. I would have got my money back that I spent. But I did. God just wanted to show me. And you still trusting people? You still trusting people? Didn't your grandma told you about that before she passed away? So you still trusting people? Okay. And if I know my mama was there, my mama wouldn't have paid for to get in. My mama would have just came in. She wouldn't have had to pay. Because that's still my mom. If my brother ain't had it, if my sister ain't had it, that's my shit. But they paid because they came there for me. How you think they feel when they hear about I ain't getting nothing? Wow. You ain't getting nothing. You ain't making nothing. Okay. Okay. But it's okay because I trust people. I trusted people. But you got to know the difference between business and trust. You got to put everything on a piece of paper with this ballpoint pen. Write everything down. And at the end of the day, everything should have came together. I should have known how much people paid online, which I know everybody who bought a ticket online and everybody who came in and paid cash. So if you say they ain't have money in that, a lot of money in the box, which I know they did, they had enough money in the box to cover everything. So why ain't get nothing from the tickets? That's what y'all doing out there. Y'all scamming the old people as y'all thought. Not this one. He ain't scamming me. When people do stuff like that, they hurt themselves. I'm good. I'm good. And you run into people like you think is genuine. I'm that person that think everybody that show up for me or everybody that show me love, I feel like, oh, well, damn, she showed me love. That was some real shit. Huh? Yeah. That's what you think? Well, thank you for learning. It was a learning experience for me the other day. I would have never got that venue. I got too much of class to be going up somebody's steps and all that kind of stuff there on down. I thought it was another place. I could have went down there by the place where they be having weddings and all that, and it would have been very elegant. The place upstairs is real nice. I ain't gonna lie, his place. But all them steps and all them older people, and they had to carry me up the steps. Nah. I don't do stuff like that. I wouldn't have never chose that spot. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'm learning that every day. Everybody ain't got our best interest. Everybody not gonna ride like we gonna ride. Everybody, we old school, so we gonna go to car again. We gonna go to suppers. We gonna support people that then supported us. We gonna support them. But nowadays, people act like you owe them something. How you want me to come to y'all dance and y'all balls and y'all this and y'all that when y'all couldn't even come together and support me? Well, we got a ball coming up. You want to, and you want to come to the ball. A lot of them don't want me coming to the ball because they know how I'm coming. So, but if I take my time out of my schedule and come away from where I live and come to your ball and show you love, why? Whether you come or not, why not just say, well, let me just buy a ticket anyway because she did come. I be supporting y'all, and some of y'all don't even like me like that, and I don't like y'all like that because y'all don't like me like that, and I still support y'all. Come on, man. But you live and you learn. And now I'm 60. I bet you it won't happen again. I bet you it won't. I bet you I will not do nothing without a contract. Not again. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. No, everybody wasn't raised the same, but it's all good, But you gotta learn that you don't mistreat people, you don't steal from people, you don't treat people any kind of way, because we living in a world where you gonna get it back. Right. My word is everything. My word. If I don't have nothing else, if I say I'm coming to get you, I'm coming. Like the show didn't start until 9:30, and I say she didn't get there till 9 o'clock. People was waiting. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna do that to people that's then spent their money and came to my show and the ticket say 7, and doors open at 6. The doors ain't open till after 7. I don't do business like that. I really don't. I really have a business mind, but I ain't got the business mind to where I didn't think enough. You know what? I have a business mind. I know what I should and I shouldn't do, and I didn't. I did what I shouldn't have did. I shouldn't have did a show without a contract, but I did because I trusted her. I was like, well, you can handle everything. That's that. I say when the money time that I say I'm gonna get my little money when it's time to get the money. I should have been the one distributing my money because that was my show. Or was it my show? Was it my show or was it my show? Because if it was my show, that money should have been in my hand. It's all good, y'all. It's all good in the hood. Ain't nothing to a giant. So y'all be out there, keep on thinking y'all getting away. Ain't nothing. On to the next. I'ma do what God want me to do. How about that? How about that? I'm gonna do exactly what God want me to do. And God told me to keep going. And I'm gonna keep going. See, the enemy won't break me. He trying to break me down. Girl, don't worry about them. Girl, you need to stop going live. You need to just give all that up because they don't like you like that. Give all what up? I ain't never been no quitter. So you trying to make me quit? Oh, because they don't like me? Oh, wow. Who cares? If they don't like me, oh well. But they ain't going to make me quit. They motivate me, make me go harder. Because I really was frustrated. You know why? Because I support people. And when I be outside and I go places, well, hey, it's that. Yeah, hey, friend. Girl, save it. Save it. And they know I'm like that. Anybody I see and I didn't support them and they run up in my face, I'ma shut them down. How about that? Right. Won't break me, nor break me. Make me, nor to break me. How about that? How about that? And to be honest, even when I wasn't in there, I had people counting. I had people watching. I had people lurking. And they did the math. They did the math. I had people that love me. They was counting. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So they already know. They already told me what was made. If you're getting $25 a head, and they got and you all you could do is like that, and you done came up with $600-700 right there. I'm just saying. Now they looking for me on Instagram. If y'all want to see me, y'all know I go live at 7. Come to YouTube. Why y'all sending messages on Instagram? When y'all know unstoppable. When y'all know I'm not on Instagram. I'm on. But I be saying, yo, I say now something ain't right when I be posting my videos. 2 likes? I be saying, well, now y'all gotta stop. Y'all watching a video and ain't liking? Damn. Damn. Sometimes I have to laugh. 2 likes out of thousand, out of 1,400 views, 2 likes. Girl, y'all gotta stop. Some of y'all gotta stop. It don't cost nothing to share a video. It don't cost nothing to like a picture. But y'all be so caught up into y'all emotions and y'all jealous feelings and y'all be so much caught up into worrying about what a person got or what a person have, so y'all forgot to press the like button. Wow. Just saying. I love y'all. I'm gonna embrace y'all because y'all always embrace me. And we gonna keep on. Oh yeah, and one of my fans say, Miss Ann, we done talked about the girls trip a lot of time. She said, well, what's up with that? She said, because I'm in. She said, we talked about it, but I say, I don't know. I don't know. I ain't like I'm one of the sweetest people in the world. But I can be one of the coldest people in the world too, but I ain't on that type of time no more. So I didn't pipe down. And I think that to them that's a sign of weakness. That's a sign. Runner says, she probably looking for me on she probably looking for me on Instagram. Yeah. What you said? Look at you, strong woman, and so that's nothing for you. Yep. Like to treat them and have your heart go. Yes, yes. Yep. That's right, Angie. But I'm not gonna change who I am. But I'm gonna know who to give and who not to give. And I'm gonna start being so trustworthy, believing in people's word and look at their action. Stop believing in their word and identify them by the action. Because I always say love is the action word. Anybody could tell you they love you. If they on here, it's showing you. The people, I got people that be on my YouTube channel every day. Some people be on all the channels. That speak volume. If people really want to come and find you, they can find you. When they stop seeing me on Instagram, all they got to do is, well, let me go look and see if she's on YouTube. Right. Well, she ain't on Instagram. Well, she must be on YouTube. So if they really want to see me, like somebody say, other people don't be saying, oh, well, y'all come to YouTube, y'all come to, she say, other people don't be saying that, so you ain't got to keep saying that. I say, you know what, sis? And you're right. They follow who they want to follow. They do for who they want to do for. And they like who they want to like. How about that? And I'm not their favorite, but I'm God's favorite. How about that? I might not be some of y'all favorite spickaboos, but I'm his favorite. And that's all that matters. And the people who I see, the people who love me, I love them. The people who I don't see that love me, I love y'all back. How about that? I'm just saying. I ain't gonna lose no sleep by people not liking me. I ain't lose no sleep by her taking the little money she took. I ain't lose no sleep. I still went to sleep. I did, and I slept good. But you know what I learned from that? A valuable lesson. That taught me a valuable lesson. Like, and you've been doing this too long. You don't trust nobody certain people when it come down to money. A real manager gonna handle their business in a respectable way. I remember Shamar on TikTok. He kept on getting different managers because they were stealing his money and he was taking his money and all that kind of stuff there. And God, everything they took from him, God give him that back and some. That's what he about to do with me. Everything that the devil stole from me, even must try to steal my life, he gave me my life and anything that my heart desire, I got that. So I'm not worrying about that. That was a setup for them. When God gave them a second chance, they destroyed that second chance. Now they got to live with the choice that they made. How about that? How could you not say, well, I'm just going to make sure you made it home safe? But I did. And I'm here. And that's all that matters. And I love y'all and I made it home so I could come on here with y'all. Yeah, they failed the test. And guess what? It's okay. Because I got people that stand all 10 for me. I got people that really, really love me, you know, and I don't involve my people and stuff that happen with me. I don't involve other people, you know, even though people hurt that love me because people don't want to see nobody try to take advantage. And if they hear that you tried to, or you took advantage of my kindness, people don't like that. You don't get no stripes for that. You don't get no stripes for that because God be testing us. God put people in your life just to see exactly how you're going to treat. If I can help somebody in any kind of way, that's what I do. Because you never know who you going to need. While you around here, oh, I ain't helping them do that. I ain't helping them do that. You never know who you're going to have to get on the phone and call and say, look, I need you to do something for me. I can't do it myself. I need you to do it. So you think how you mistreat somebody and now you need them, they supposed to come? They don't go like that. Not at all. How you going to mistreat somebody and then need them and get mad if they don't be there? I won't be there for you either if you talk to me any kind of way. It's okay. It's okay. But that have never happened. Never. I couldn't even put $20 of gas in my car. Wow. And then they had the nerve to say, oh, well, they feel like because you M-Line ain't T, you got money. Run that by me again. Oh, the owner feel like because you ain't M-Line ain't T, you run that by me again. What M-Line got to do with my line? What does M-Line have to do with my comedy show? So you mean that's why the owner said he needed because I'm M-Line and T? Oh, wow. Mm-mm-mm. What people do for money. The games people play. Right string, wrong yo-yo. And I'm the wrong one to play with. How about that? I am the wrong one to play with. Because I know who to go to. I know exactly who to go to. I done bought people stuff. I done did stuff to people. I done bought cakes for people that they ain't even cut and gave me a piece of it. How about that? I did that. I done bought stuff for people where they ain't even had the turn to call on the phone and say, and thank you. They didn't convince somebody that they bought it and they didn't. I bought it. And they ain't even say, you could have a piece of the cake. Wow. Wow. I ain't deserve a piece of the cake that I bought. And you ain't never did nothing for me. You ain't never bought me nothing. You ain't never gave me nothing. And I still felt the need where, oh, I like you like that. So I'm going to just buy a little cake on my birthday. And then I'm waiting for a piece of cake. I'm waiting for you to say happy birthday. Or I'm not going to cut it. Even when you cut it, you ain't even say, well, let me cut it. And let me make sure I send tell Ann I'm cutting it so she could get a piece of the cake. And y'all want God to bless y'all. Yeah, y'all making little money, but y'all only making enough. And y'all not happy with yourself because of y'all heart and your spirit. Ask God to take them evil demonic spirits out of your heart. Ask God. That's why y'all can't get blessed. Change your persona, change your way of thinking. Stop looking at people on the outside saying, well, I ain't blessed her because she look like money. Looks her deceived. Stop judging people for what they got. Let me be honest with you, I don't care if you're a millionaire. If you've been good to me, I ain't gonna be that one with her. I got a friend that got everything, so I don't know what to get her. So I'm just not gonna get nothing. Huh? So you think because your friend got everything, you ain't gonna buy her nothing? You ain't gonna show her no love because she got everything? Man, that don't go like that. I don't care if you're a millionaire. If you was good to me, I'm pulling up and I'm gonna show you the same love you showed me, whether you want it or not. Here it is for you, friend. Now, whatever you do with whatever I do, whatever you do with what I gave to you, that's on you. I don't care how much money you got, I'm still gonna be a blessing to you. Y'all don't even know how to get a blessing. You think I'm worried about what she did? Oh, please. That was her test. That was her God trying to give it back where she said she lost. And she failed. Wow. I don't want to be a failure. So God, you send somebody, put somebody in my life. I want to know that's the person that you put in my life. And I want to treat them the way that they should be treated. And if this guy was right for me, I would never treat him bad because that's not who I am. But you ain't going to force me to be with you after you didn't try to disrespect me, after you didn't cost me on my verse mail, F you and all that kind of stuff. There, girl, all the red signs is there. And y'all think I won't be with him? Please. Somebody that stalks me. Somebody asks me, who you on the phone with and all that. Nah. Come on, y'all. Y'all done lost your mind if y'all be with somebody like that. Oh, you was by your mama? They talking indirect, but they trying to ask you questions. But they know I don't like the question asking. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask me what I've been doing because we're not even in a relationship. So you starting off from. Don't ask me about where I've been. Don't ask me about what I'm doing. Don't ask me about is I'm on my way. Don't ask me about none of that. Because we're not in a relationship. I can't even be your friend. You don't ask your friend where they going, what they doing. You don't ask your friend that. I can't even be his friend. Be your friend, then you're popping up wherever I'm at. I look up and you behind my car. I can't be your friend. Some people you can't befriend them. When God separates you from certain people, stay away from them. That's why it's called separation. If he separated you for a reason. Stop befriending people that wasn't your friend to begin with. I'm just saying. So I love y'all. I'm going to get in the shower because I'm getting hot. Y'all be blessed. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed day.